Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you today? Today we are going to talk about 5 steps to turn leads into paying clients. 5 steps to turn leads into clients. So I am so excited to bring this to you today. I am a little bit late coming on here. I was in a seminar and I didn't expect it to run as long. So I do apologize for that. This is the weekly live show with Lisa Balthaser. So I am a business coach and consultant. In the event that you don't know me, I just want to take a moment to introduce myself. I'm a business coach and consultant. I work with coaches, course creators, and online service-based entrepreneurs to help them grow and scale their businesses online, implement winning systems and processes that attract more clients, and create repeatable revenue so that they can experience ease and flow in their business and in life. Okay, guys, so I am going to go into the 5 steps to turn leads into clients today. If you skip some of these steps, that could be why you are not turning your leads into clients. And I see so many times people skipping a lot of these steps. Okay. And all of these steps are super important. Okay. And we're going to talk about that a little bit. Okay. So the first thing that you need to do is connect with them in some way. You can connect with them in a variety of ways. This is step number 1 is connection. So connect with them. You can connect with them in Facebook groups, through social media, through networking events, through live events, seminars. I'm in an all-day seminar today, and I am connecting with some of the people in there. So it's a great place to connect with people. First, you need to truly connect with them. So step number 2, and this is where the people start dropping off and they go to step number 4 right away. You cannot skip these next 2 steps, guys. Step number 2 on how to turn leads into clients. Step number 2 is to engage with them. Okay. So often people just skip this step and go right into selling. I get it all the time on LinkedIn. I see it every single day on LinkedIn. I see it every single day on Facebook, where people come right into your inbox and say, hey, buy my thing. Yeah, no. How about no? No is a full sentence, guys. And if you are buying from people that do that, just please stop so we can retrain them to do things the right way. There is no reason somebody should be coming into anybody's inbox or anywhere else on social media and trying to sell them something before they've even taken a moment to say hi and get to know the person. Okay. Because the next step is really important for you to engage with people in order to qualify them, which is what so many people skip. You cannot look at a profile and say, oh, that's my ideal client. You don't know that. You don't know that. You are making a broad assumption based on what you see, and you are assuming a lot of things about them. Okay. First of all, in order to be a qualified lead for you, they must want what you have. They also must need what you have. So even if they need what you have, if they don't want what you have, they're not a qualified lead. Okay. So if you're just dropping things in the inbox, you are absolutely not taking the time to get to know them. Hey, Jessica, how are you? Thanks for joining. So it's really, really important to actually take the time and have a conversation. And by engaging with them, you're not trying to sell them when you're engaging with them. What you're trying to do is to get to know them. Okay. There's no shortcut to getting to know people. You have to have conversations with them, and you have to be genuine. You have to truly want to understand who they are and what they need. And when you stop to do that, you will figure out whether or not they are the right person for you. Okay. They may need what you have. Okay. But if they are not recognizing that they want what you have, it doesn't matter if they need it. Okay. I mean, it really doesn't matter if they need it because they're not going to buy. They're not qualified. So when you're having these conversations, you're learning about them. You're learning about their lifestyle. You're getting to know them. Okay. And not all of the getting to know you piece is about business all the time. Okay. Because people connect on different levels. And if you're taking the time to get to know them as a human being, not as a prospect, there's a huge difference there. If you're getting to know people as a human being and showing up in a genuine way, actually seriously wanting to know them, wanting to learn about them, wanting to help them, even if they never buy from you. When you show up from that place of service, from that place of giving, from that place of caring about the other human beings that you're interacting with, the business will come to you. But it's when you show up and you are looking to sell everybody that comes into your path that people start running the other direction because they feel like a number. People don't want to feel like a number. They don't want to be sold. They want to have relationships with other people. They want to be able to trust you. They want you to help them, but they only really want you to help them once you've taken the time to show them that you actually care about them as a human being. And that involves engagement. Okay. So I know you guys have all experienced the inbox pitch, and you're like, who even are you? They show up in your inbox and they're trying to sell you something. And you're like, who are you? There is no way on earth you should ever be buying from them. If they're not taking the time to get to know you, you will absolutely be a number to them and a prospect to them. Only you will not be a human being to them if that's how the pitch is going down. Okay. And if having a relationship with the people that you do business with is important, it's really super important to engage with them and have conversations. That human to human connection is so important today. Okay. So number 1 was connect. Number 2 is engage. And that's how you qualify people. Okay. Number 3 is the transition. Now, I have this called 3 different things. It's the transition, the buy-in, and the know, like, and trust. So once they get to know, like, and trust you, they are transitioning into maybe they'll buy from you. Maybe they might be interested in how you can help them. Okay. But that, again, takes further discussion. Okay. You can't just have a conversation and then jump right in. Hey, can I help you? I can help you. Unless you get their buy-in. Okay. And there are so many ways to do that. You can ask them if you're having a conversation with them on a coffee chat and something comes up and you know that you can help them with it. You know that it's what you care about the most. Don't just jump right in and say, hey, I can help you with that. Instead, hold yourself back a little bit. Listen to them. Have them talk it out. Okay. Listen to everything they have to say about it before you jump in. Don't interrupt them. And then when you're finished listening to what they have to say, when they're done talking, you can say something along the lines of, I know we're just trying to get to know each other on this call, but I may have some resources that you will find helpful, or I may have a program that could really help you with this. If you're open to hearing about it, I can tell you about it. That way you are putting the control back onto them. They can decide, no, I don't want to hear about it. Or, yeah, sure, Lisa, tell me about it. How can you help me? What program do you have that can help me alleviate that problem? Once they've talked it out, okay, they've gone through all those emotions of, how it feels and the pain that they experience when they're telling you about it. So by the time they finish, that's why I say just, step back a little bit and just let them talk. Okay. And then once you've heard everything, you can calmly just sit there reflecting, wow, I can see, where that's really, really a problem for you. I know we're just getting to know each other, and I don't want to step on any toes, because we're only supposed to, this is not a sales conversation, but I think I have some resources that could help you. If you're open to hearing about them, I can tell you about them. If not, we can schedule another call or whatever you want to go into with that. It gives them the power, okay? Because no one wants to be sold, including me. I get very right in their face. And maybe I shouldn't do that, but I do, because I think it's really awful business selling to someone that didn't say it was okay for you to do that. And when you're asking them if you can tell them about something, it's putting the power back into the prospective client, and it's allowing them to say yes or no. More than likely they will say yes. And that's the thing, most people, if you have a solution, they're willing to hear you. It's just that when you jump right in like a vulture and attack the second they say something that you can help them with, that's what pushes people away. Okay. So that's the transition. They have to really transition into that buyer persona. Okay. They have to, it's not just because you had a conversation with them. There's a whole transition that needs to take place. There's a whole buy-in with you. Okay. Because they're really buying you. They're buying yourself. Like they're buying you as the human being. Hey, Christine, how are you? If you're open to hearing about them, excellent way to say it. Like you, I am very hard. Yeah, very. I get you. I really do. So sometimes it's really hard to step back, especially when we're hearing things and we know that we can help them. But it's really important to make them feel like they have the power to make that decision, only because when you're on the receiving end of somebody doing it to you, just think about how you're feeling. You're feeling like, wow, I didn't say I wanted this, or I didn't come here to be sold, or, all those things are going through your mind. So put yourself in their position. Whereas if somebody says to you, well, I can show you how to do this, if you're open to it, gives them the power to say yes or no. And more than likely they'll say yes. And that's the great thing about that statement. So that's step number 3. So step number 1 is connect. Step number 2 is engage. Step number 3 is that transitioning conversation, the know, like, and trust, getting the buy-in from them in some way, and transitioning them to really hearing what you have to say. And then step number 4 is the presentation. So you're going to present your solution to whatever problem they've talked to you about. So when they've acknowledged that they're open to hearing what you have to say to solve the problem, they will be a lot more open to hearing your solution and giving it some serious consideration. Okay. And during that conversation, you're going to be, and it's funny because I used to sell insurance, and when I was selling insurance, we were taught the assumptive close, and I never liked it. I was never comfortable with it, because you are just assuming that they want what you have, and you're trying to close, and you're trying to close, and you're trying to close, and then you're presenting more, and you're trying to close. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So what I suggest is to get their buy-in as you go. Ask them some really good questions. So when you're listening to them, you're going to listen very closely and take notes in your head or on paper, if you're able to do on paper. And when you're presenting the solution to them, you're going to relate it to their business, and you're going to also give them an example of what happens if this isn't resolved. Okay. So for me, when I'm talking to clients, and one of the things that they want from me is to get more clients. Okay. So if I talk to them about, like right now, I have a lead magnet funnel that's in beta, and say they don't want to have that lead magnet funnel. They have a lead magnet, they're not really doing a lot with it. So what happens if you don't implement a really good funnel? What happens is you're not going to get the leads that you need to talk to. You're not going to get the clients. You're not going to close the sales that you need to sustain your business, to pay the bills, to go on vacation, whatever it is they told you that's important to them. It doesn't have to be related to business. It can be they really are looking forward to going on this vacation, but they're not getting any sales right now. You're going to relate whatever your solution is when you present it to that issue that's the big issue for them. Like they want to go on vacation, but they don't have clients coming in. So let's look at, and you're not going to be a hard sell on it. I am not about the hard sell, guys. So you want to sit down with them, you want to have a conversation and show them, hey, this is, if you can put numbers to it, figure out how many clients they should get with your solution. Okay. So I could figure out how many clients with a lead magnet funnel they should get. And then I could show them with their existing funnel, this is what's going to happen. And this is how much money you are leaving on the table. Put it to them in terms they understand. They understand leaving money on the table. If they're leaving $10,000, $20,000 on the table because they don't have something in place, that's a big number for a lot of people. And they will be more than likely to hear you out because they don't want to be leaving that money on the table. So whether you're talking about health, I know some of you have health coaches in here. I have all kinds of people that do follow me. So whatever it is that you help them with, they're telling you those things that they can't do because this thing is happening for them. Okay. So when you're presenting your solution, you're going to tie it into that thing, such as if my client wants to take a vacation to Europe, but they really can't even book the vacation because they don't have clients coming in right now. Then I'm going to tie it to that vacation that they want to take, that thing that they want the most, that thing that they're working towards. Okay. And when you do that in a way that it's not pushy, you're just kind of pointing things out to them. Well, if you don't do this, you're probably going to be leaving $20,000 on the table. And that's money that could pay for that vacation that you want so badly. So why don't we look at a way that we can get that fixed for you? So you're not going to sell them. You're not going to be buy my program, buy my program, buy my program. You're going to be, let's look at how we can get that solved for you. When you talk to them in a way like it's a team, because you are not the end all be all. Okay. They are part of the solution. So when you include them in the solution, okay, we're going to work on this together. We're going to get this fixed for you. It includes them in that conversation. It doesn't put all the burden on you. It lets them know that they have a part in this. Okay. And they can be a part in the solution. Okay. And that brings us to step number 5. After presenting, you're going to come into the commitment. Okay. So that commitment is the last step. And that's really where you're talking to them about, this is what we can do for you. And then if there might be a little back and forth, you might have to talk about some things that aren't going to work. So say, I have a program that's $10,000 and somebody says, I really need your help, but I really can't do that $10,000 program. Okay. So you might have to go through a couple back and forth conversations to earn that commitment. And honestly, guys, you are earning that commitment from a potential client. Okay. And you want to do that with integrity. You don't want to push things on them that they're going to regret investing in. You don't want, you want to put them in the best solution for them. But at the same time, if they're having a financial hardship, for instance, you want to offer them an alternate solution. But you also want to let them know, look, I understand where you're at right now. I have another solution for you. It's not going to solve all your problems, but it will help you with this, whatever, this one thing, or, to get more leads coming in. It's not going to give you the whole solution because, that involves us working together a little bit closer in the sales conversations. But if you get more leads, you should be able to have more conversations. Once you get a few more customers, then you can upgrade to my other program where I can help you actually have those sales conversations. So these are just examples of things that you could say to people to earn their trust, to get their buy-in with your program. Which is another reason why you should always have more than one program. I mean, my main program is the Irresistible Entrepreneur, which is my group coaching program. It's $5,000. So I know not everybody's ready for that. So I also have a lower end program that's $47 a month. And you can learn basic, like some social media strategies. And we meet twice a month. You actually do get hands-on coaching in that program. It's actually a very good investment right now. So I have that program for people that can't afford that $5,000 investment. But keep in mind, a $5,000 investment for an entire year of working with me, honestly, it's not that much money because you're going to get the transformation. You're going to get the largest transformation that I can help you get. Okay. Whereas with the other programs, you're going to get a much smaller transformation. It's not going to be that total transformation. You're going to see some improvement, but you're not going to see the big improvement that you really want and need. But you have to work with people where they are. So you're going to get the commitment from them with where they are. And that's going to take a little bit of conversation back and forth. And then you'll get their commitment to whatever the solution is that you came up with for them. Now, those are the 5 steps. So it's connect, engage, transition, know, like, and trust, buy-in. And then you're going to present. And then you're going to, number 5 is commitment. If you follow all of those, now I get it. Some of you guys need sales like yesterday. I get it. I've been there. Totally understand. However, if you skip any of these steps, it's not going to probably turn out well for you. And that's what I see a lot on LinkedIn. I see a lot of, especially on LinkedIn for some reason, I see a lot of people pitching. They'll connect with me and they'll say, hey, I can help you get leads and clients. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, did you read my profile? Like, that's what I help people with. And I'm thinking to myself, why would I ever work with you? I mean, first of all, you didn't even read my profile. You don't even understand what my needs are. And you're pitching me for the same thing that I help people with. And I get that a lot. So that's why I don't pitch when you meet people. It's okay to say what you do and say, hey, I think we'd make some great connections. There's some synergy here. Let's get to know each other a little. And when you have that coffee chat, when you have that connection call, have it be a connection call. Have it be a true coffee chat. Don't be selling automatically, because when you take the time to build those relationships with people, they are going to know, like, and trust you. If you don't take the time to get to know the people that you're interacting with that you want as clients, they're not going to trust you because you haven't taken the time to truly get to know them and to care about them as human beings. All of this comes across in your marketing and the way you do things. So anyway, guys, that's what I have for you guys today. I know I came on here a little late. I'm actually on lunch break from a conference that I'm in today, but I wanted to make sure I did my normal live on a Thursday. Normally it's at 11 a.m. and today it was at 12:30 or 12:35 or something. But it was late and I do apologize for that. But I wanted to bring this to you because this is so important. And so many people skip some of these steps. They skip the engaging part. They skip the transitioning and the buy-in and the know, like, and trust. They go right into the jugular. They connect. They may engage. They may not, but they connect and then they present, which is what the pitch in the inbox is from a complete stranger. Oh, hey, Jessica, how are you? Yeah, you said good morning. Yeah, it's afternoon now. It's been a day, but I'm learning a lot of things because my seminar today is with my Keep certified partner people, and it's a 6-hour meeting. And I have, you learn so much from other people that even do similar things that you do. And we're going through a lot of the processes today, and how to package things. And so all of these things that I'm learning in my seminars, I can bring to you guys, which is I love. So it's really important for you to continue your education so that you can serve your clients at a higher level, which is what I always do. But yeah, so often you get the connect and then the present. And it's, that's what I see on LinkedIn so often. And even on Facebook, it's like they don't want to have a conversation. They don't want to get to know you. I've had people that I've connected with on Facebook, and I always send them, and I genuinely do want to learn about them and their business. And I'll connect with them and I'll say, hey, I see that you do. Sometimes they're not really clear, because a lot of people's profiles are not very clear on Facebook. So sometimes I really don't know what they do. They just have entrepreneur. Well, that could be anything. So I'll say, hey, I see you're an entrepreneur. I really like to learn more about what you do and how you serve your clients. And I've had people or say they're a health coach. Well, that's pretty broad. Okay. And there's a lot that goes into being a health coach. So maybe they help them with a certain thing, just a certain type of client they work with. There's a lot that goes into who you serve and how you serve them. And I'll send a message to them that I'd like to connect and get to know them a little bit better. And I've had responses come back to me that say, well, it's on my profile. Did you read my profile? Wow. And here's my thought on that, guys. If, if they don't want to take the time to have a conversation, and not everybody will, and that's okay, because I don't take the time to have a conversation with certain people either. And the reason I won't have a conversation with some people is because if I read their profile and it says, I help coaches get leads and clients. I'm a coach. I know I was targeted, and I know they're going to pitch me. So I probably won't jump on a call right away with them. Okay. But if I am, if I'm connecting with somebody, and, I don't really know what they do, or I want to just, generally learn more, I will ask them. But when somebody comes back with something like, well, it's on my profile. Didn't you read my profile? Yes, I read your profile, honey. I look at every profile of people I connect with because I don't connect with everybody if it doesn't make any sense. So, I read the profile, but if there's something that I want to learn more about, they don't have to get on a call with me. They can just simply reply. This is who I serve. This is who I help. I'm not asking for a phone call with a complete stranger. I'm just asking for a response, a civil response. And check out my profile. It's all on my profile. It's not really what I'm after. I'm looking to have a conversation. And, I'm always amazed when people, when you ask them about their business and they come back with a response like that, they are closing off conversations with people. They are closing off conversations with people who could refer to them. They are closing off conversations with people who might buy from them. But when they don't want to take the time to just respond with a back and forth conversation, that I kind of have a problem with, because you can't, they're the type of people that will come up in my inbox 2 months later. Hey, I have a challenge. Do you want to join my challenge? No, honey, because you didn't even give me the courtesy of telling me exactly who you help and how you help them. So don't be that person. That's all I have to say. It doesn't hurt having a conversation. You don't have to get on a Zoom. You don't have to get on a call. The conversations can be in the DMs. It can be a quick answer. It doesn't have to be this long, drawn out thing. Some people have more to say than others, and that's okay. It's all okay. But when you close people off and don't have a conversation, you can't turn around and expect them to do business with you later. Okay. So I just want to give you some perspective in that. And so I'm just going to run down the 5 things again. 5 steps to turn leads into clients is to connect, to engage, transition, buy-in, know, like, and trust is number 3. Number 4 is to present your solution. Number 5 is to get their commitment to it. Okay, so that is what I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked it, share it, tag somebody. This is good information. I know that so many people need to hear this, because I see the pitches in the inbox all day long. And you guys that are doing it, you are only hurting yourself. Okay, you may get some people that buy into your program, but here's the thing. If you treat somebody that pays for your product or service the same way you treat people that are in your inbox, that you pitch to in the inbox, you are treating them like a number. You're not going to get repeat business. Those are all things that I help people do. And so anyway, guys, I did mention at the beginning, I have a lead magnet funnel program that is still in beta. If you're interested in it, comment below, lead magnet, comment below, or message me in the DMs. I still have some spots available, but it is not up anymore, so I will have to send you a link. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I still have a few spots open for that. I want to fill it this week. Okay, so that is what I have for you guys today. You have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed this video.